I'm sitting here getting ready for this episode and listening to this song, and I just want to reiterate, this game has the best music, okay? Okami has some actually amazing music. I had forgotten how good Orca's theme is. Anyway, hey guys, MasaeAnela here, and welcome back to another episode of Okami. In the last episode, well, obviously, we got access to Orca, which is essentially our boat for the Ryoshima area, which is pretty cool. I mean, if you guys know me, you know that I love aquatic things, and I love orcas, and I love whales, and dolphins, and everything that has to do with the ocean, so I am like all about this. It's just a bonus that it has really good music. And in this episode, we're going to be tackling that. And by that, I don't mean the stupid butt thing of the cradle. No, we're going to tackle Catcall Tower, which is off in the distance. But first, I want to point this out. In this area, you're going to have a lot of... Please cooperate with me. Joy-Con. Thank you. In this area, you're going to have a lot of clams under the water, and they're really easy to miss. You can very, very easily just like swim past them, or even not see them because the draw distance is so bad. But keep an eye out. If there is a rock in the water, chances are that means that there is something to be gained from it. Granted, 9 times out of 10, it's just going to be really pointless treasure because, you know, you can't have something super, super important be just in terrible draw distance area. Where's that meowing coming from? I think it's coming from that tower. It's kind of creepy, but let's go check it out. Sure thing. So, okay, we're gonna hop up here. Get off Orca, yes please. And we're going to investigate what this meowing is. I'm all down for meowing. I love cats. I love animals, so we're going to feed said animals. Aw, cutie pie! Love cats. Well, they're happy, and they're all calicos, so I don't have to be jealous of the tuxedo cat being around. There is a save mirror here, which is kind of cool, actually. Actually, I want you to take note of that really quick. So there is a save mirror there. Welcome to Catcall Tower, aka the Tower of Salvation, except not really. Sounds like that annoying meow. Annoying? Leave the cats alone, Isun. They're coming from the top of the tower. Hey, look at those paw prints on the wall. Isn't it the mark of catwalk? It's one of the 13 celestial brush techniques. Wait, maybe that means... Ha 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 ha. Well, before we get to that, we do have a new enemy. This is a Poltergeist. And I think it's really cool. I honestly just think this thing is really super cool. It's a bunch of blades. What else could you actually want from it? So there is a catch with this. It has all of the different elements onto it. So you can just like power slash it until it becomes what you want. It can separate into a few different parts like this. Make a little whirlwind. I think, can you counteract that? No, you can't counteract that with that. Oh, okay. Oh, you know what? I've actually never gotten hit with that before. I have actually never gotten hit by that before. Okay, so the weakness of this guy just depends on what you have set it to be. It does switch on its own as well periodically, but other than that, it's really not a big deal. The only way you're gonna get hurt by it is if you dally and like you don't finish it off quick enough. But other than that, he's really easy to beat. Obviously, I was taking my time explaining crap, so... I got a bad score! Whoop-de-doo. Alright, so we have this here. We got Mark of Kabigami. So that is a new travel guide. Look at this. We're doing well on the travel guides. Not that they're hidden at all, but still. Oh, you may notice a symbol called the Mark of Kabigami in your travels. Remnants of Kabigami's power lie within these arcane markings. Those blessed with divine power may walk up walls bearing the mark. Simply jump with B when near such a wall, press B again to attach yourself to the wall. You can scale the wall to any height provided the mark is there. So that's pretty interesting. We're going to be looking for these marks a lot, to be honest. That's going to be a pretty heavy mainstay thing. But before we make our trek up the up the tower, we do have a few things to go and find. One is this. We do have some kitties and a cute tuxedo cat. Yay, kitty! Okay, I do believe there's 4 cats to feed in this area, so we're just gonna dig up all of these clovers super quickly. Bum, 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 bum. So that's 2 clovers. Please. Thank you very much. 2 clovers and 2 kitties. Okay, cat fed. And that makes 3 clovers. If I can dig the right spot. There we go, another bloom. And kitty here. It is definitely already living up to its name. We haven't even started climbing the tower yet, and it's just crawling with cats. This is where I want to retire to. Please just give me all of the cats. Alright, I'm going to take 1 circle around and make sure that I got all of the clovers and cats in this area, so hang on just a moment. Every time I walked by a cat, I was like, okay, I haven't fed this one, and it turns out I did. So we're pretty much good. Those paw prints are the mark of the god of the celestial brush technique, catwalk. That means, well, you know our motto, homie, leap before you look. I think that's your motto, Isun. Anyway, this is how catwalk works. I highly suggest pulling out the camera a little bit because it's easier to see with it pulled out. You can aim yourself a little bit better, and then all you gotta do is keep on mashing, keep on mashing, keep on mashing, mashing, mashing. Sometimes you can do like a double jump instead of like going up every time, but every time you see a red marker like this, oh, okay, well that also works. Hey, what's gotten into you, Ami? You're trying to get to the top of the tower or something? You're one enthusiastic furball. Heck yeah, when you hit a red marker, these clouds will actually come out, and this will prevent you from falling all the way down, which is nice. So make sure you take advantage of that, and there will more often than not be a platform that you can take a break on, visit, and feed, well, another cat. Alright, so from here we can jump up again. Honestly, this isn't hard. This is not difficult. It's honestly just time consuming. It's pretty brainless and time consuming, and it's a little bit annoying. It is a little bit annoying, but like even if you're like distracted and watching a video on the side or whatever, it really doesn't take much. We're gonna just fast forward this climb so you guys don't have to sit through the whole thing. But on our way up, there is some interesting lore about the cat zodiac that might not occur to you immediately. The Chinese zodiac normally has 12 animals. The dog, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, sheep, monkey, rooster, pig, and the rat. But if we look at Okami, it added 1 more animal into the mix for a total of 13. The cat. There are a couple of legends that touch on the missing cat zodiac, and the 2 most prominent ones involve the cat's natural enemy, the rat. The first story revolves around the Jade Emperor and the banquet that he's hosting. The animals that partake in the banquet will be given a place in the zodiac. The cat decides to take a nap to save his energy and asks his friend, the rat, to wake him up before the race starts. The rat, who is outright the jerk in the story, betrays him by sneaking away and going to the banquet on his own. The cat misses the entire event and therefore is left out of the zodiac. Good guy, rat. The second story is similar, but has a bit of a darker turn. The Jade Emperor declares that there will be a race to see who will be a part of the zodiac. The cat and the rat, who are both poor swimmers, ask the ox to give them a ride across the river in the path. Near the end of the swim, the rat pushes the cat into the water, leaves him to drown, and then goes ahead to be the first in line for the zodiac race. So yeah, the rat is terrible, and that explains why the cat and the rat are sworn enemies basically for the rest of time. Talk about holding grudges, but then again, he kind of dies in the second story, so whatever, I guess. Of course, these are just legends and stories to explain away the missing cat, but the more realistic possibility is that back when the zodiac was conceptualized, the domestic cat may not have been introduced to China yet. So technically, the tiger is the cat, I guess. And just in time for me to finish my long-winded explanation, we have arrived at the top. And we have a mermaid coin up here, as well as a mermaid spring. Very convenient. There's nothing else around on this side, right? No, it's just a very, very narrow pathway. We can head up. I love this music. Again, reiterating again, I know, but it's so good. Anyway, incense burner. So, confession. The reason why I know that story about the cat and the rat and why I'm so fond of it is because when I was a child, I was a huge weeb and I loved Fruits Basket. Yeah, Fruits Basket is very, very based on like Chinese zodiac, and it touches on that legend a little bit. So there you go, exposing my weeb roots. So here's another little kitty. Ami, look, there's a kitty cat over there. Wonder what it's doing all alone up here. It couldn't have climbed all the way up by itself, could it? Surely there couldn't be anything to eat way up here. Well, you know what that means. That means that we gotta feed it ourselves. Kitty! It's only one cat, too, all by itself. Jeez. Poor kitty. Alright, give me those two lonely little preys. Meow at you, too. Stop meowing. A constellation here? Heck yes! Oh wait, where's the lines? There it is. I almost missed out on the lines. There we go. Yeah, I thought that there was one more. So there's one there, one there. You know what? I'm just gonna dot everything. There we go. Yes. Oh, that looked fancy, actually. That is such a cat. Such a cat. Also, I love how Ami is not interested in helping until now. Until Isun gets... You know what? Never mind. Ami doesn't want to help at all. That's so cute. That's one of my favorite sequences. And Isun is not having any of it. Ah, Matarasu, origin of all that is good and mother to us all. The swirling whirlpool of evil below has driven me to this height. From this perch, I observe the world below and its descent. If my power is needed once again, I, Kabigami, god of walls, shall gladly offer a bridge of hope to the realm below. What a nice kitty! I wish I could get my cat to care that much. My cat honestly did not care about anything, ever. For as long as she was here, she just did not give a crap. Hey, I'm not your personal toy to be played with like that. Wait a sec, that must have been Kamigami, one of the 13 gods. You know, the one with the catwalk brush technique. And this kitty right here is a messenger of the gods. Aw, Patches is a messenger of the gods. Aw, she's doing a good job up there. And here I thought it was just some stray cat. Whoa, check it out, the statue's starting to glow. Oh, I get it. The Kamigami statue is telling you to use catwalk power. Ami, put your brush on this statue and draw a line up the wall. That'll let you transfer the god's catwalk power into the wall. Alright, cool. Yeah! Oh, that went. I didn't want to do a straight line. I wanted to do a nice fancy line. Look at that, look at that, look at that nice line. Yeah! You can't see the squiggle at all. Yes, yes, yes! Will you look at that, Ami? The mark of Kamigami has appeared on the path you drew from the Kamigami statue. Now you can climb walls anytime you want, simply by summoning the mark of Kamigami, just like that. Speaking of which, remember those other Kamigami statues we saw? We should try your new brush technique on them too. Heck yeah, but first I need to pay my respects. Aww, Patches is doing a good job, good girl. Good girl. Oh, I love her. All right, time to go up the wall. Wait, did it go away? Oh, the mark went away. Get back up there. Fine, I'll do a boring old straight line. All right, well, here we are at the foot of a grand cat. Whoa, that's one big kitty statue. This must be the top of the tower. Doesn't that wind feel great? Heck yeah, it does. All right, so at the end of this platform, we get a sun fragment, a really great reward other than just a celestial power-up. Like, a celestial brush technique is already a great reward. I mean, it's mandatory, so of course it's great. But still, we get a sun fragment on top of that, and we got a stray bead while coming up this tower. And you wanna know something else? It's time to jump off! Yeah! And it's time to climb back up. No, I'm not joking. I wish I was joking. But you get something for jumping off the top of the tower and then climbing all the way back up. Granted, it doesn't really take as long the second time around because, like, for one, you're used to it, and for two, you have already fed all of the cats going all the way up, I would assume anyway. Unless you don't care about feeding animals, in which case then, oh well, it's your loss. I do want to make sure that I got everything though, so I'm going to just double check as I go along, just to be absolutely sure. And now on the second trip up, I hesitate to tell this now, but there was once a time. Oh boy, there was once a time. Alright, so to get everything, you have to climb up the tower and then jump off and climb up it again. When I first played Okami, and I'm sure a good chunk of you already know where this is going. And yes, I was that person. When I first played this game, I got all the way up the tower, I jumped off, I went all the way up again, and then my game crashed. I wish I was joking. It crashed and I had to start all over again and get the brush technique a second time, as well as, you know, doing this whole extra garbage. It was actually the most frustrating things, and I put the game down for like a while after that. In hindsight, it really doesn't take that long, but it was just that feeling of like, wow, I sat through all of that and I have to do it again? This is garbage. And then I just chucked the game for a hot minute. Definitely just gave up the ghost entirely after that day. But I went back and I played through it again, and then I got past it. But I was real mad. I was really upset about that. I mean, I for good reason, but still, it's definitely like my one memory of this game that will never leave me. I will always remember that feeling of realizing that it crashed and realizing that I hadn't saved since before Catcall Tower. And the kicker of it was, you know how there's like a saving mirror right outside? The kicker of it was that I could have, theoretically, you know, went outside and saved to, you know, save myself the trouble of doing the first one at least. So I had to climb Catcall Tower 4 times. And you know what? Apparently, this tower is the perfect height for the length of a story, because I was expecting to only be able to tell it in like half the climbing time and then, you know, and then speed up the rest. But no, I just had a lot of things to say about this. I had many things to say about Catcall Tower. Not all of it good, but we made it. We did it. Here we are at our second stray bead of Catcall Tower. And now, honestly, if you want a quick way of getting outside, you could just take the mermaid spring out. But honestly, oh, I guess I can't jump out of this clearly open window. But there are some things down at the bottom that we have not grabbed because I was making a point about, you know, having to climb Catcall Tower again. As angry as I am about Catcall Tower, this is actually a pretty, I don't know if I'd say funny, but it's a pretty clever way of like hiding a collectible. Because if you look at the layout of where that stray bead appears, it looks like something is going to appear there. It just looks like it. But then like you also don't want to do this because it is a total time waster. And they did this because it's a time waster, you know? So, I don't know. I can't be too mad at it because it is, I hesitate to say creative, but that's the only word that I can think of. I mean, jerkish is another word I can use for it, but I'm trying to praise it right now, not tear it a new one. Well, here we have a crystal. And then up this next tower, we have jump, jump. We have, ooh, wait. Our third stray bead at Catcall Tower. There are 3 stray beads here, a celestial brush technique, as well as, oh, I missed this cat. I'm so sorry. Oh, look, Kitty's angry. Kitty's angry that I missed him. I'm so sorry. There you go. Please eat. Please eat. I have fed you. But yeah, so we've gotten all of that and a sun fragment, mind you. So there's a lot to be gotten from this particular side quest, even though it's not a side quest because, you know, it's mandatory. But anyway, we're done now. And here we are outside, and I'm gonna cheat, make the sun rays up because I want to hear the pretty music. Heck yeah! Anyway, with that, I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up here. In the next episode, well, there's a lot of other islands that we can actually explore while we're out on the ocean. Look at that. There's stuff on pretty much all of those that we can go and explore. So it's time for us to look forward to that. I will see you guys then. MasaeAnela out.